the craziest spike of all time. Becoming a pro as a Ronin isn't enough without a proper guide. It becomes more annoying when you keep missing your spike, serve, or even a simple receive. So today, I will be training you to become the best samurai Ronin. You will learn how to do the ultra spike better, learn secret tech, and use the best abilities. I'm gonna tell you, by subscribing, you will become pro much better. Without further ado, it's time for you to become pro. Alright, so let's take a look to the basic structure of this ultra style. Ronin is the third ultra style among Haka and Akari. On the first look, it might just seem a regular secret style that has a 2 max stats, jump and spike. It doesn't even have a max serve at all. But that's just a bait, because when you look at his ultra abilities, his spike actually becomes super spike by just holding your spike. And it becomes even more crazier when you look at his progression in his mastery. He got every bob in each mastery progression: dive, base spike, serve, and spike bob. This last bob is the craziest one among this. I will be showing this to you later on in this video. Alright, so overall, he's a spiker style. Listen, the most effective way for you to learn Ronin style is to go to the practice mode. Alright, let's check out how does his spiking works. His base spike is actually really good, but when you combine it with the power spike by simply holding your click after you jump, damn! His charge spike is really crazy as time skip Hinata. But here's another thing, you can even make your charging spiking into ultra spike. When we take a look to the mastery 5, it says here you need to hit that sweet spot to trigger the ultra spike. But what is that sweet spot, Chrisu? To hit that sweet spot is to hit that subscribe burst. Alright, I want you to take a guess. Where is that sweet spot? You might have guessed that it might be around the left or right arm, but that's where you are wrong. You actually have to hit it between your head and body. Let me show you how to do it. Do you see it? That's right. That's where the sweet spot for your spiking. What actually happens if the receiver receives that ultra spike? Basically, this is like a receiving a TSO serve but in a spike form. But I'm gonna be honest, it's not really abusable since the ball actually goes up really high in all matches. Now, let's do some comparison between the level 0, 3, and 5 for spiking. Alright, so here are the pros and cons of Ronin. He has the craziest spike, decent stats, and it is easy to use. But the only cons of Ronin is that he is pretty slow, it takes time to charge, and it is too expensive to maximize. Now you know the basic fundamentals of Ronin, let's make you win much better by learning what are the best secret techs for Ronin. There are actually 2 secret techs you need to know, and among these techs, there is one forbidden tech that makes this Ronin 100 times better. Alright, so the first deadly tech is the partial tech. You see here, when you do a S tilt with charged spike, it goes out of bounds most of the time. But if you do a partial like this, you can make it hit through the line. Alright, let me explain to you in a simple matter. First, you have to hold your S tilt, rotate your camera around 30 to 45 degrees on the side, then spike it. By doing this, you have a higher chance to score the ball rather than a regular spikes. Alright, now for the forbidden tech. Before that, can we hit at least 500 likes? So the forbidden tech for Ronin is the infinite charge tech. You know, it takes time to charge your spike if you do it manually. But if you jump while holding your click, you can actually keep your charge until you spike it. But Chrisu, will it actually prevent me from receiving the ball? The answer is no. It doesn't prevent you from doing receives or set. As long as you keep holding it, it will remain until you release it. Now, what are the best abilities for Ronin style? There are actually 3 best abilities. I will categorize this from hardest to get to easiest to get. The first best ability for you to use is the lead feet. Lead feet is a versatile ability that allows you to do many things. You can bait your enemy, save yourself from gliding, or even from getting punished, which makes this one of the goated abilities. The second ability is the redirectional jump. This ability can be obtained anytime, unlike lead feet. It has similarity to lead feet where you can bait your enemy, but this one you can apply this as well for your serving. Although this one is a bit difficult to use than lead feet, but it's super worth it it to master. Lastly, for the steel block is the easiest one to obtain among all of these three. And it's actually the best legendary ability because of how easy it is to use and charge. You can score up against most people through blocking, and it can counter shield breaker. The only disadvantage of this is that you need a good read blocking skills to use this properly. Now that you have mastered the Ronin style, you have finally become pro with this. If you have learned a lot from this guide, why not hitting the subscribe button? And you can try watching these best tips and tricks I made, or even all the styles. As always, a fellow samurai says, to God be the glory.